You're currently in a relationship?
True.
Who are you dating?
I am dating a Mr. Someone. I can't
How
say
old
it.
is Mr. Someone?
He's 28. And he spoils me too.
And he spoils you?
Yeah.
So how does he spoil you?
Going out, shopping. Yeah.
Does he send you money?
Yes, he does.
How much on a week, for example?
Okay. It depends with the amount of money you want.
So ideally, how much do you usually want?
Okay. 2,000.
2,000
Yeah.
per week?
Yeah.
And you're happy at least Mr. X supports you? Okay.
My parents are not financially upright. Yeah, so I need someone to support me. Yeah.
So who is this someone and how do you want them to support you?
With money, obviously.
Okay, so who is this someone who just comes with money and they want to give their money to you?
Possibly a boyfriend.
How old is this boyfriend?
30.
30. Wow, and you're 19 years old. Okay. So I just want to throw it to Burale because I can see you're shocked right now. I can see you're shocked right now. So listening to everyone talk, what's running through your mind right now?
Wow. Listening to this very fine lady speak, it just says a lot that we have some semblance of lack of identity because it seems that social media has made us believe that unless you have some things, then you're not complete. Now, of course, she wants like a 30-year-old because he's in employment. But I need you to understand one thing. No one will just give you money as if they're an NGO. They will give you money and you know you will need to give them something in return if you're not already giving them anyway. Now, I want you to realize this. I don't care what he tells you. He may make you feel like the most beautiful woman in Eastern Central Africa. But believe you me, he has told another 20 the same. Who, of course, he met on social media. Now, when you say he gives you 2,000 a week, that's very little money. He can do that to 7 other women. That's 14,000. That's nothing. Now, with 14,000, when he gives you money, you feel obligated to give him something in return. And it's not an investment, you're giving him your body. I'm just going to tell you as it is. None of you is giving back a toy car. You're giving back your body. Now you got to realize, if he's sleeping with you, the day he gives you 4,000, he'll want to sleep with you without protection. Now he's doing the same with another 7. Now you're 19. By 21, you have signed your death certificate. You understand what I'm saying? And
Gladys, you just heard what Burale had to say. Do you have any response to him?
Most of us young people, we're not looking for a happy ever after. We're looking for stability. And once we've got that, there's nothing else that we need. Once we're stable, we can handle it. We can handle everything.
So you prefer to date older guys?
Yeah.
And why is that?
Okay. They are more mature. Most boys my age act like kids.
They act like kids?
Yeah.
But aren't they acting their age?
No, they're not kids. I'm not a kid. If I can behave the way I'm behaving right now and I'm the same age as they are.
what I will say is, young lady, you're 19. But you made a comment that opened my eyes to something. You said, most of the guys you've dated, only one is your age, mostly 3, 4, 5 years. You are 19. When did you start dating for you to use the word most? At 16. At 16, you should be watching Cartoon Network. You understand? Now, this is what I will tell you. Allow me just to tell you some things. I'm not a very young man. I'm not old, but I'm not a very young man. If you met a 28-year-old on Instagram, first and foremost, I have issues with that 28-year-old praying at 16, 17, 18, 19-year-old people. It means his long-term plan is not with you, but his bedtime plan is with you. Now, he gives you 2,000. That tells me low maintenance. Is it worth it giving your body? Because the chances are, and allow me to say it without fear of contradiction, the chances are that you may have already compromised your body. Right? If you have, he has already got what he wanted. All right? And that is why, if you are honest, he will call you when he wants your body. He will not call you to give you his 5-year plan. He will not call you to give you his 10-year plan. He will not call you to tell you he's thinking of doing his PhD. By the way, what will happen, at some point he will leave you for someone his age, and then you will fall back for the men you're saying are too kiddish, and by that time, there'll be a woman who would have seen something in them and have already taken the men. And you're very intelligent, you're beautiful, the way you're speaking, you're very sharp.
Yes.
What will happen, these young men you're looking down upon will say you're already used up goods.
Susan?
Then when you say they're kiddish, I want to tell you something. And allow me to say it.
Absolutely.
Allow me to tell you something. Dating many men is not maturity. These young men you're calling immature could be displaying the highest level of maturity by not sleeping around. So, I know you are saying you're mature because you're dating older men. That doesn't make you mature. In fact, maturity is not about age. Ask that man what's his long-term, mid-term plan. These young men you're seeing here may have a 10-year plan.
I'm supporting Lillian on what she said about the sponsors. Just because, okay, everything nowadays is all about the fame. Looking good, you have to look nice. And sometimes some of us come from backgrounds where you can't always ask your parents, you want a new hairstyle. And let's say you've come from Ushago, you've come to the city, things are different around. So you have to look good, you have to go with the trends. That means wearing nice clothes. That kind of
Sally, how old are you?
I'm 19.
Are you in a relationship?
No.
Would you want to be in a relationship with an older guy?
Older guy, yes.
With money?
Okay, it's not like a necessity, but yes.
Okay. So I just want to throw it back to Robert again, because I like that. To me, from where I'm sitting, I could tell that you imparted a lot of wisdom, but it's interesting that they're able to challenge it and try to justify why they need to look good, they need to keep up. Like they said, they're living in a world where you have to wear nice clothes, you always have to slay. Senor?
Wow, okay. You want fame. The day you get there, I want to tell you this for free. The day you get there, you'll want to run away from it. My sister, you've said it's okay. No, let me deal with her first. You said you have a long-term plan. So maybe you want to build a mansion after having 20 other men. Now, what is the point of having a long-term plan while putting your health at risk that you may not be alive long enough to actualize your long-term plan? Right? She was very open and says point blank that you are using them. Now I'm going to ask you a question to illuminate your mind to something. Would you today go to Koinange Street and sell your body? But do you realize that's what you're doing in an educated manner? So now, you said you will use them so you have a good hairstyle, you have good clothes. The ladies in Koinange Street use those men for money for the same thing. So it is the same business, different geographical areas. Now what I want to encourage you is, if you know who you are on the inside, clothes don't make you.
Absolutely.
Identity is an inside job. You understand? You should have such confidence within yourself that if they give you a bad t-shirt, because it's on you, it automatically looks good.